had picked up the Purpose Driven Life book. It was, every time I went into Sam's Club, it was staring at me, and I was skeptical about it, but something kept drawing me to it, and I would pick it up and look at it and say, no, I'm not going to get it. And then every time I went in there it was again. And finally one day I picked it up and I thought, I can just read this. It's just a man's point of view, and I can take out of it what I want. So I finally bought it. Then in January, this was January 2004, I got a little group together, we read it together, and it really affected me. The kids had gotten invited to Heritage's VBS on Invite a Friend night, and they loved it, and they had a great time, and we knew our neighbors, so I wasn't, worried about the church. And then the older kids got invited to youth group, and they went to that, and they loved it. A couple weeks later, we got a letter in the mail just stating that they were going to be doing a series on the Purpose Driven Life. They'd love to have us come join them. They were going to be doing, there was going to be a light luncheon and some kind of simulcast video or something like that. So I looked at him and I said, hey, would you be willing to do this? Because I know you're never going to read the book. And he said, yeah, sure, I would do that.
She approached me that we got this letter, and would we be willing to, go check it out? And it's like, well, that would be a good way that it would, if they're going to be talking about it, it would maybe help me along with the study.
We went there and were kind of blown away. We'd never been to a church like this before, but it was very cool. There was a commitment card we were supposed to sign, and we were unsure what to do. It said to come to the Sunday service, join a small group, and read the book. Well, reading the book was no problem. Joining a small group was, we weren't sure, we didn't know about that, and then coming to the Sunday services, we weren't sure about that, and we thought, well, we'll give it a try for a few weeks. Our neighbors that had invited the kids to VBS, they were doing a small group, and they lived within, just literally down the street from us, and they invited us. As we read the book and went through it together, and then we're coming on Sundays, things just started moving quickly for us, and it clicked. Things started to make sense. It answered questions that I couldn't have even begun to formulate. I knew I had I had an unsettled feeling inside me for a long time, but I didn't know how to put it into words. And reading this, coming to the church, and ultimately reading the Bible, this book not only brought us to Heritage, it brought us to the Bible.
It made the Bible real, where we didn't, we had one, but we didn't read it. It's neat as you kind of look and you see different people that you've invited over the years, and just the changed lives.
Initially, that book helped me to see that what I had thought had to be my purpose in life was going to be really different than what God might have thought. It just helped us definitely, as a family, as a couple, and individually.
This has changed our lives, this book, and using the book to find the Bible. We're encouraged. We are leading another study this year, and we are looking forward to see the changed lives that are going to result from people finding the Bible and finding Jesus.
It helped us see that there's one ultimate purpose, and that is serving God, glorifying Him.